What happened in Vikramani by-election is a murder of democracy. Democracy has been murdered again and again and again. PMK has got a respectful 56,300 votes. Even though DMK had won by murdering democracy, by bribing the voters, but actual victory without spending even one paisa to bribe the voters, we had got a respectable amount of votes. And what happened there was DMK bribed the voters nearly 10,000 rupees, 6,000 rupees of money and 4,000 rupees of saris or earrings or nose rings, like all these things. And it was completely a mockery of democracy. I'm wondering whether there is an election commission in Tamil Nadu. The entire world knows that what is happening there. 20 days, we have complained, hundreds of complaints we have done, saying that they're giving votes, money for votes, they're giving alcohol, they're doing biryani every day. So many people are just going and then canvassing with money. But not one FIR has been filed, not one action has been taken against anybody. And it is very, very appalling. The state of affairs of Tamil Nadu Election Commission. I don't think we need election commission here. And I don't think he's person whoever is there is fit for this job. Coming back again, I would like to thank the voters who have reposed faith in us, 56,300 voters. And in a by-election in Tamil Nadu, I see this as a huge amount, a large number of voters. In fact, last by-election which happened in Erode, the ADMK along with BJP in alliance got only 43,000 votes. We got 56,300 votes. So that way I see it as a huge plus for us. But at the same time, this is a by-election. Tamil Nadu is known for its, famous for its by-election, where you buy votes. That's called a by-election. You buy your votes. So, unlike anywhere else in India. So, this won't be the trend for the assembly elections. Now, definitely it's not going to be a trend for the assembly. This is a free election. This is a free by-election. And the DMK need not be proud or happy to win an election in this way by murdering democracy and the law and order problem in Tamil Nadu, the social justice issue, the illicit alcohol use, the marijuana substance abuse, drug abuse which is happening. People are very, very angry. At the same time, I don't fault the Vikramandi voters because Vikramandi constituency is a very, 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 very backward constituency in Tamil Nadu. The district Viluppuram is one of the most backward. The per capita income of Viluppuram district is the least in Tamil Nadu. And for them, even 500 rupees is a big amount of money. So when they get 10,000 rupees for a vote, I mean, they tend to vote for people, person who have given them the money. So this is something where I don't fault the voters, but I fault the system, I fault the election commission, and I fault the DMK.
BJP is campaigning for you, and now Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Stalin and his president Stalin, who says that this victory momentum will also be cashed in 2026.
That is a joke. That is a joke Mr. Stalin is saying because this is, I say, a by-election where DMK has bought. So you are buying the votes, like they bought their votes, that's all. It's purely that. And general election, assembly election, they can't do that. There are 33 ministers out of 34. 33 ministers were camping there. 125 MLAs were camping there. 30 MPs were camping there. Nearly 10 district secretaries were there. District chairmen were there. More than 50 union chairmen were just camping there in every village. And then every day giving them biryani and alcohol and money and everything. They can't do it for an assembly election.
Stalin in his statement today also just pointed out that we also clueless when DMK's stand of not contesting in by-elections, they contested this time, and it is not DMK, it is BJP.
See, we are an independent party. We are an alliance, electoral alliance is different. We are an independent party, and we were born into the contest. We were born into the contest. And this was the election or political scenario today. So it made us contest the election. And we got a respectful amount of votes. 6,000 votes is a big amount of votes, I say that. That way, I think Mr. Stalin is frightened of us, frightened of our progress and our growth, and that's why he tends to talk like this. But this is not actual mandate. This is not an actual mandate.
When ADMK said that we are not going to contest, saying that all these companies that you said will happen and they are going to the election, but PMK contested that. What's the will? What's the decision?
Yes, but we are bold enough. Again, I say we are bold enough to contest, and it proved us right. Ultimately, it proved us right. Where people given us more than 56,000 votes in that way. At the same time, this culture of buying votes and giving money, this needs to be eradicated, uprooted. I would urge the Central Election Commission to bring in an amendment to the People Representative Act, which definitely we are going to take this up personally along with the Election Commission as well. Saying that if anybody bribes them, the candidate should be disqualified. So if this happens, even once it happens, no candidate will give money for the voters. So you just disqualify the candidate. You don't count him on the election. You disqualify just that candidate you disqualify, you prove that this guy is given money. If that's happened, then this entire culture of vote for money or bribing voters will completely go. This needs to go. And that's been in a scenario that people, they come to power, they make a lot of money, and then elections they go buy votes. And then they keep winning, and then they say that this is it, and we are won and all these things.
As you alleged that there are a lot of malpractices in the electronic election, and BJP and PMK have strong penetrated 56,000 votes. Can you expect that still the same alliance be in 2022? If
This election we contested as the alliance, our intention is PMK should be part of an alliance which comes to power in 26. So that is our intention, and we will bring in all like-minded parties together so that enough 57 years of ruling, ultimately by DMK, and I think people are also dissatisfied, and the youngsters, they want to change. Youngsters, they want to change. I'm sure that we have another about 2 years to go before the assembly election, and it's an open election. I see after a long time in Tamil Nadu's history, 26 is an open election where anybody can come to power. So that we are looking forward
How do
to.
you think about Vijay's party? When you say that there should not be a Dravidian parties, senior parties, and now Vijay is coming.
Anybody could come to in politics and, with good intention. I see him having good intentions, and he should be strong in his policies and what he wants to do. In fact, this issue about the NEET exam, I mean, this is the same stand where we have taken. We don't need NEET as an exam in Tamil Nadu. Let's give it to the states, the policies, give the policies to the state governments. They have been doing it pre-NEET, let them do it. So this is again our stance.
One question on this Karnataka Deputy CM D.K. Shivakumar. He said that one student here brought up, we cannot give it to Tamil Nadu, and stating we have a drought situation.
This is very unfortunate for a deputy CM to tell like this. In Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, we have been living as brothers and sisters. Long time, in fact, when it was Madras presidency, before 1956, it was Madras presidency. Karnataka was part of Tamil Nadu, part of Madras presidency. And Karnataka, the dams, Kabini, Hemavati, Harangi, and KRS, etc. Today they have a capacity of 72 TMC. Water they have, storage. And the Kaveri Management Board had said that to release 1 TMC. That's all. There's 1 TMC. And they have 72 TMCs, and then they are in the midst of southwest monsoon. It's going to be flooded soon. I don't know why a deputy CM said we don't have water, we can't give water. That doesn't augur well for democracy and interstate camaraderie. So this is not, and I request our CM to go talk to him. They are the same alliance. Congress is there and they are the same India alliance. Go talk to his counterpart there and release water. Every year in Tamil Nadu, June 12th, they release water in the Meru Dam for Kuruvai harvest. This year, they haven't released water in the Meru Dam even till today. We are in July. So Kuruvai, we have lost Kuruvai. At least Samba, we have to save Samba. It's coming next. And by this time, Tamil Nadu government needs to go to Supreme Court as well to make sure that Karnataka releases water. We don't want this surplus water. When all the dams are full, they just release water. That's not what we want. The Kaveri Management Board, the Kaveri final award had awarded final like 177.25 TMC of water, and every month they gave a standard like this month you have to release so much of water. They are not following. There is democracy, and then this is not democracy. This is not interstate camaraderie has to be. I'm very unfortunate of Deputy CM to talk.
One final question on law and order situation in Tamil Nadu. Recent Armstrong's BSP state president, there is a viral video showing that he praised PMK to fulfilling the social justice, stating that your party or the PMK party is the one which have Dalit leader in their party as one main.
Yes, it's very appalling. The law and order situation in Tamil Nadu is very appalling. And the gruesome murder of my dear friend Armstrong. I still haven't got over that. He is a state leader of a national party, BSP. And then he's been brutally murdered in just near his house. The law and order situation in Tamil Nadu is deteriorating day by day. And the CM is responsible. He holds the police portfolio. Last month, we had a murder of the Congress district secretary in Tirunelveli. About 10 days ago, we had a murder of ADMK senior functionary in Salem, then Mr. Armstrong, and then one of my party car was cracked. And last month, more than 100 murders have been committed. CM is keeping quiet. CM is, I don't know how a CM can keep quiet after such a huge issue about law and order deteriorating situation. I think CM needs to. And Mr. Armstrong also, when he was alive, he was wanting social justice of downtrodden communities coming together for social justice as well as political power. Major communities in Tamil Nadu, Dalit community, Vaniyar community, fishermen community, all should come together politically. And then they complain nearly 40% of the electorate. They can't come together politically. Then instead of going and begging with these people for social justice or class-wise census or any seats or like that, I think we could. So that is what his intention was, and I think he had proven a point. This is what I think the politics in Tamil Nadu lead us to. Thank you.